kind of haircut you want?
Can I get two thunder strikes on both sides?
2 thunder strikes on both sides. I can get you with 1 on one side. And you know what kind of haircut you want though? Say ball fade. Say you want ball fade.
Ball fade.
With 2 thunder strikes. Right? Got you. Let's get money. Alright YouTube, we gonna start this video off. We gonna start it off going in with our bald line. We gonna keep our bald line like right below the C cup so we can still keep the whole C cup. I've been cutting Lil Bro hair for a little minute now. I noticed like within doing his haircuts that kind of like to give his C cups, like keep his C cups, because without his C cups it kind of just don't look right in a way. But yeah, so I've been keeping his C cups for now. But yeah, like I said, we going in with our ball line. We gonna go in. We gonna make sure everything is even all the way around. All right, after you create your ball line, we gonna go in with our lever open. But before you go in with your lever open, make sure you comb out the hair. Make sure so it don't get snagged in the hair. But like I said, we gonna go in with the lever open, going in about an inch. Make sure you keep the same width throughout the whole haircut, going through both sides. Make sure your guidelines is all even. Alright, now we're gonna go in with our 1 guard lever close, and we just gonna go with the grain. We gonna debulk the sides. It just make it easier for me when you are doing it like this, instead of just going in with our next guideline. Now we're going against the grain lever open. We're gonna go all the way to the top. Make sure you get everything, all the hair at the top. Make sure you going with clean strokes. And just making sure the hair is even. Alright, now we're going in with our lever close. Still on the 1 guard lever close. And we just gonna attack the middle line that we created. We're gonna like kinda attack the middle line, but we still gonna go up a little bit. Cause you can see with the lever open at the top, it's still a lot of bulk right there. So we gonna go up, and we basically that stuff at the top, the bulk at the top, is still gonna get hit with the 1 guard, maybe halfway a little bit. Alright, after we finish with our 1 guard, we're gonna go on with our half guard lever open, attacking the middle line, and this is what's really gonna take out the middle line. I think right now we halfway. Attacking the middle line still, and once we close it, that's what's going to really get the middle line out of there. You can see my little man's nodding out all the fruit snacks. My bad. That's what he just said. But yeah, still going there. Put out 1 guard, laying it down some more, taking out that middle line, taking it out, taking the bulk out on the top. And there's no rush when you are doing your blend. Take your time. Don't let nobody rush you. Any clients that you got waiting, they can wait. Make sure that you're giving a nice blend on the client that's in the chair. You're gonna see me go over the same spot multiple times. Just make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Take your time. Very clean, as you can see. All we gotta do is take out that bottom line, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go to the other side, and we're gonna start on the other side. We're gonna do the same thing we did on the last side. So we're gonna start, we're gonna go in 1 guard lever close with the grain, doing clean passes, making sure we're getting everything same lift. So as y'all heard my man's in the beginning, he said he wanted 2 lightning strikes on both sides. I can't do that. I wasn't going to do that, so we just going to give him 1 lightning strike on one side. I'm really not even like a design type of barber. Like, I've only done a handful of designs, but I've only been cutting hair 3 years now. I really, I've been stepping into the designs a little bit, but I eventually get into it. But there's no rush in doing designs. You just give it all you got. I ain't the best at doing designs, but my man said he wanted a lightning strike, so gave it what I got. And with doing designs, I also felt like starting the design with like more of the bulk of the hair still being there is just way better, instead of just blending it out and then starting your design, because once you blend it out, it's going to be kind of hard to see your bald line that you created to create your design. So with that being said, that's why I started with my design before I started blending. But same thing as we did with the other side. We're going to blend this out, and then we're going to continue with our same steps that we did on the other side, doing the same steps. And to all the new barbers out there, one of the main things you're going to have to focus on is your steps, and making sure you stick to your steps when you creating your blend. You feel me? Making sure you stick to your steps. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, when you first start cutting and you really start doing that blend, you're gonna be looking at your blend while you cutting it, and it's gonna look ugly. But you gotta stick to your steps until the whole process is finished. Until the whole process finished, it's gonna look ugly. But just make sure you follow your steps, all the steps that you use to create your blend, and keep going until you get it all the way through. Like with this design, like I said, I'm not the best at doing designs. I don't really do designs, but he came to me and said that's what he wanted. So what did I do? I went on Google and I looked up lightning bolt design. And that's the thing about me, like, since I started cutting hair, even if I wasn't too sure on how to do most of the clients that sit in my chair, I tell them that I can do it because I feel like I can, and I'm gonna give it the best shot I got. Even if I feel like I couldn't, I still did it. Like, I really don't even really know how to cut white people hair, but every time I get a white client and I get the hair texture, I get it and I do it, and it comes out and it looks good. But it could definitely use more work. I need to do more work with that. But I never been scared. Now, I do have clients where, sometimes they might come in and it might be nothing that I can do personally for them, because I don't want to mess up their hair. They might have something else going on where I just don't feel comfortable with cutting their hair, so I'll pass them on to the next barber, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what the barbers in my shop, that's what they told me to do. If I don't feel comfortable with cutting their hair, just tell the client you don't feel comfortable with cutting their hair, and there's nothing wrong with that. At least you didn't mess their hair up. But the same thing with designs. If a client asks you for a design and you don't feel too comfortable doing designs, then you just tell them you don't really do designs. And if they want to go to a barber that does do designs, then they will. But if they don't, then they're gonna stick with you. And then when you're ready to start doing designs and ready to take the risk, then go ahead, because that's what I did here. Now, like I said, it's not my first time doing designs, but I done a few designs in the 3 years that I've been cutting hair. I haven't done a whole lot, but I've done designs, and some of them might have looked bad and some of them might have looked good. But over time, it's about the shots you put up and how many times you do it. You do something so many times, you're going to eventually get nice with it. But I'm talking too much. We went in with the closed clipper and took out our guideline halfway, and then we went in closed. Now we're going in with we're going to take down the hair at the front with the one guard, and then we're going to spray some got to be glue on there. That's going to freeze the hair in place. Now after we do that, we're going to go in with our rhino comb, and we're going to put the end at the top of his ear, and then we're going to match that with his vertical bar. And after that, we're going to go in and we're going to hit the vertical bar. Sorry, I'm in the way, kind of still working on my angles, but we get it in there using the rhino comb, and we're going to do the same thing on both sides. But now we hitting the front line, and I start in the middle of the hairline, or I might start in the middle of the middle and the corner. So right there, I might start in the middle, but this time I started in the middle of the hairline. Now we're going in with our C cups. You can use the same strategy with your C cups with the rhino comb too. Just put the end of the rhino comb at the end of the eyebrow and where you want the C cup to end at, and make sure you just do the same thing on both sides. Now we're going to the other side. I did use my rhino comb, but I edited it out because I was all in the way. So there was no point for that being in the video. But I did use the rhino comb on the other side just to make sure it was even. And then after that, we're going to finish the hairline going straight across. Starting from the middle, going straight across. Now, barbers, new barbers. There's two key things with cutting hair: the blend and the hairline. Me personally, I always had my blend down packed. I didn't have it down packed from the start, but over time I eventually got my blend right. What I struggle with mostly is the hairline. And I say that to say, if you need to keep going over the hairline to get it straight, then keep going over it. Don't just sit there and settle for it being crooked if it's crooked. If you gotta keep going over it just to get it straight and keep combing it out to get it straight, keep doing that. Just don't push it back, because then you're gonna have a problem once you push somebody back. Push somebody back, you never know. You liable to get shot. But as you can see, even when it's sped up, I'm still going back and I'm still hitting the front line just to make sure it's as straight as I want it. And I'm gonna keep doing that throughout the whole haircut, making sure it's even, going straight across, and yeah. So we're gonna go back and hit our design again. We're gonna hit it with some got to be glue just to keep it from not moving, keep it stiff. And now when I first started doing the lightning bolt in the beginning, like I said, I opened my phone, looked up on Google, picture of a lightning bolt. There's nothing wrong with that. Just to get an idea of how I wanted it to look. And I figured out which one I wanted, and I started it. So I was gonna do the second line on the bottom, but I realized that it wasn't really going to be no room because of where my blend was at. That's why I said I like to do the design first and then blend it out. But like I said, so I went on top because I feel like, you know, the bottom, if I did the second line on the bottom, it wasn't going to look right. So I started with the second line at the top and I followed my steps, and this is how it came out. Alright, now we're going to go in with our Tune 45 Onyx Black enhancements. We're not going to spray a lot because we don't want the haircut to look phony. So we're going to spray a light layer of enhancements on both sides. And yeah, I'm going to actually throw some into the design just to make it pop a little bit more. I think it'll look a little better like that. After we do that, we're gonna go on with a little bit of hair fibers too, just to, you know, double up on it, make it pop for the camera. And then we're gonna go back and hit our hairline again, just to make sure we got anything, making sure any hair isn't falling over the hairline, and making sure it's as straight as possible. Alright, now we're gonna go in with our chalk. I got the idea to put the chalk on my hand and then, you know, rub it into the clipper, the trimmer from Taste Stacks. I thought that was a real good idea instead of just putting the pencil on the hairline, because, you know, you would be putting the hairline on multiple different clients and there's really no way to clean it. So I figured that was probably the best way to use the chalk instead of just drawing it on there. And it looked crazy when you drawing on somebody's hairline. But yeah, like I said, we're going in with the chalk, and then after you do that, we're going to just blend it out. I didn't really put a lot on there because, I don't know, I just didn't want it to look too fake or anything, but used a little bit of chalk, and then after you do that, we're going to lean them back, and then we're going to go in with our straight razor. Making sure you pull the skin with your other hand and you tilting your blade at a 45-degree angle, so that way you're not cutting your client. But we're going to go sides, making sure you pull the skin back just so it's not irritating. Now we're going to take our razor and we're going to go back in on the design, hitting the design and getting it as clean as possible. And that's how it came out. Couldn't really get y'all the angles because I was all over. I had to get in my bag. I couldn't really worry about my angles because I had a lot of people waiting and I had a tattoo appointment to do after I got off route. But look at my boy Crispy. Yeah, clean. Got my little man's right. As you can see, he liked it. Little man ready to get all the little biddies at school. Yeah. You see him giving his mother the thumbs up. That's how you know we got him right. Got him in the game. Right for school. Right for Christmas. Right for Thanksgiving. Nice little design. Crispy, icy shape up. Got my boy right. I gotta learn how to do dreads. I could have got my boy right on the dreads tip too. I gotta learn how to braid. That's my goal. Getting my little pictures for the Instagram and stuff. But yeah, YouTube, this was the cut. Hope y'all liked it. Definitely came out icy. And I'm definitely gonna try to get more videos for y'all. I'm gonna try to, like I said, I probably said the last video, but try to get one every 2 to 3 weeks. If I don't get them every 2 to 3 weeks, I'm gonna try to get it at least once a month. But I'm gonna try to get them done every 2 to 3 weeks. Also, when you've done your cuts, make sure you cleaning off the back of the neck and you still going back and getting all the rest of the hair that you may not have got when you created your bald line in the beginning. But yeah, like I said, got my boy right. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And like I said, I'll be back in 2 weeks and we'll have another banger for y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, my little bro took this one like a champ too. Some of y'all grown men be in my chair crying and all moving up and down, jumping out the chair. When I put a little bit of alcohol to y'all skin, it don't burn that much, man. Look at my little man's taking it like a champ. I was sitting on his head for like 30 minutes, putting the trimmer and the razor on his head. He ain't even really feel it for real. He felt it a little bit right there, but he ain't feel it for real. He ain't doing too much. He handled that like a G. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you new. And if you got any questions or anything, put them in the comments. I'm going to be looking at the comments and I'm going to try to answer any of your questions in the video and any of my videos. And I'm out. See y'all next time. Deuces. And if you need some beats, hit my boy 410 Meech on the gram for the beats. And follow me.